To my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of some products that I have been testing for a while. A couple of them are not brand new to the market, but they're sort of new to me. But I wanted to try them for a little bit before I would review them for you. Okay, the first one is going to be the Beauty Blender foundation, and this is called the Bounc foundation. I wear it in a 2.50. It's my shade, which is a little bit dark. I could go for one lighter. Now in the summer when I'm a little more, not tan because I really don't tan, I always wear sunscreen, but I seem to get a little darker, it should be okay. And I can wear it, I can make it work, but I could have gone one shade lighter. I just had a hard time choosing a foundation. So let me tell you a little bit about this foundation. It's a weightless liquid wet foundation with a multi-dimensional velvety matte finish that wears for up to 24 hours. It's full coverage, matte, and is good for normal, dry, and combination skins. It has hyaluronic acid, supports natural moisture, and helps skin for a smooth canvas. Has white birch extract for soothing and brightening the skin. Okay, the foundation is $40 and it comes in 40 shades, which is a nice selection of shades. I like it. It is full coverage. I must say that when I put it on, now it is like 9:15 now at night, and I put this on around 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's still wearing, it looks pretty good to me. It's really not breaking up yet. I haven't retouched it or done anything to it. If anything, I can see like a little bit right here around the nose area, but everything else, including my chin, looks fine. It has not sunk into, oh, I just got something on mine. This fine line right here, I mean, I do have the crease there, but I don't see foundation, you know, creased in there. And it looks fine. I don't feel like it's really sinking into any of my lines or anything on the side. So I like the way it looks. Now when I first put it on, it does look matte, but it doesn't look like a really dry matte. It kind of has like a nice finish to it. So even though you get great coverage, it still feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel very heavy to me. And I do enjoy it. I enjoy wearing it because it really does cover the spots on my face. I think I only have this one and one more foundation that really does a great job covering the spots on my face. So I'm very happy with it. 24 hours, I mean, I don't wear anything 24 hours, but I've been wearing it for about 11 hours and it looks pretty good. But I can't imagine, I don't know. I'm not going to test it 24 hours, okay? But I think it looks pretty good for being, you know, I'll scoot you up a little closer so you can look at it a little closer, and I think it looks pretty good. And this crease here, like I said, I do have the crease, but as you can see, I don't have any kind of foundation, you know, in the crease. Okay, now the concealer, I also have the Bounc concealer from Beauty Blender, and the concealer is thick, so you can only, I would say you only wear a little bit of it. A little goes a long way. It is very thick, but it also looks very nice under the eye. It's more of a, it is full coverage, as you can see. I'm going to put it on this scar that I have right here so that you can see how it covers it. So I would go definitely just a little bit and then add if you need to. But as you can see, my scar is totally gone. Now after 11 hours, it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look, you know, like sometimes the concealer gets to a point where it looks like it's cracking under your eyes. You kind of get like the little lines going every which way and it just looks dry. does it settle under my lines? Eventually they all do, but I don't think this one is bad. I mean, my mascara is kind of like, you know, going all over the place right now. But I like it. Now let me tell you a little bit about the concealer. It also comes in 40 shades, which I think is great. That's a lot of shades for the concealer. It is full coverage. It looks natural. It's supposed to be the natural finish. It also has hyaluronic acid. It hydrates, plumps, and smooths. It has tetrapeptide, known to reduce the appearance of puffiness, brightens, and moisturizes the eye area for a more supple, youthful looking appearance over time. HD effects pigments help to illuminate the skin to instantly achieve the perception of flawless skin tone. Now, neither one of these products have any SPF. Okay, now let me tell you what I don't like about this foundation. I don't like the packaging. Really, I dislike the packaging very, very much. The way this is supposed to work is when you press the button down, the foundation goes in this little well that looks like a beauty blender, and then you can use it with your brush or your sponge. I don't like doing that. I think it's messy. I think it's one more thing to keep clean and, you know, sterilize and make sure, you know, you have to clean it like before, you have to clean it afterwards. I usually like to apply my foundation to my brush or my beauty blender or my finger and dot it on my face. And I still do it on the brush, but the little, if you can see, let me see how I can put it so see if you can see it. Focus. If you can see the little tube that comes out, it's like facing down. So it's kind of hard to get your brush or your beauty sponge down there and not make a mess. It's almost easier to get it on your finger. But I always have to end up afterwards wiping this down because I always get foundation somewhere on here. So this is the only thing I don't like about this foundation. I love the way that it has a pump. It has an off and on button here so that when you have it turned off, you can make a mess. You can press it down. I do like that. I just don't like the way that it's designed for you to pour your foundation on here in order to use it. So I really do enjoy using this foundation. I think it is really, really nice. It's 1 ounce, 30 mLs, and yeah, I enjoy it. I've used it several times and I really do like the finish. I like the way that it lasts. I think this is one that if you're going to go someplace and you know you're going to be out for a while, you know, you can wear it for a long time and know that your makeup's going to stay together. So I definitely do enjoy this foundation. Yeah, the third thing that I want to, and I like the concealer also, except that it's thick. And I seem to like more of a thinner consistency. But as long as you go with just a little bit, you do fine, and it does last all day, and it blends beautiful with the foundation, you know, when they meet and everything. Because I don't take my foundation all the way under my eye because there's too much product between foundation and concealer. Okay, the palette that I am wearing on my eyes today is the new Natasha Denona, and this is the mini retro palette, and this is a beautiful little palette. Now, I wore it today for the first time. This is the look that I created, and I used this one on the outer V. I used this one in the center of my lid, and then this pink one on my inner part of the lid, and this one on top. This is like a topper. Okay, it looks gorgeous. It really does. Now, when we got home from, we went for a drive and we got back. I put it on around 10. We got back around 5. We had to get out of the house and go for a drive, guys. Just, you know, drive. And it had worn off. It wasn't as bright as when I put it on this morning. Now, I did not use any glitter glue. I mean, I did not use eye primer. I used the concealer as my primer, which I do a lot with, you know, with other shadows. If I'm in a hurry, and this concealer, it was so thick that I was kind of had extra, and I just put it all over my eyelid also. So I felt like it had faded, by the time that I got home, and I had to retouch it before I started my video. Now, I love it, and it wasn't faded enough that it was all gone, but I could definitely see that it wasn't as, you know, as beautiful as it was in the morning when I first put it on. The outside was fine. It was the pewter in the middle and the pink on the inside that had kind of faded away some. There was still some product there, but not the way I like it. So I did have to retouch it. This is beautiful. I'm going to try it with an eye primer and see if it does stay on longer. Actually, I want to create a look with you guys. Do a video creating a look with this little palette, because this is a little gem. I really do love this. And I had no fallout. They were creamy, buttery. They went on really, really nice. I even used this one a little bit just on the outside of the darker color, like right under my brow bone. So I used all 5 shades. But I really loved it. I thought it was very nice. And even though it's little, it feels nice and, you know, sturdy and nice packaging. So I really do love it. So anyway, this is what I have on my eyes today. And it is very pretty. I was very, very pleased with it. I think it's a beautiful palette. So I definitely want to create a look with you guys. And I want to use eye primer to see if my shadow will last longer. But normally when I use concealer, my shadows will still stay on all day. So I don't know. I really have not heard that problem from anybody else, but most of the videos that I have seen of people doing this palette is like creating a first impression. So I don't know if, you know, after they've worn it a few hours, if it kind of fades, because mainly I've just seen them, you know, opening it and doing a first impression of the palette. So I really wanted to try it on before I told you guys about it, but it's very pretty. I'm still glad that I have it. All right, guys, so this is all for this video. The rest of the products that I'm using, I am using my Clinique. This is the translucent powder that I got from on the 21 Days of Beauty. This is the Invisible Blend. And I'm using these 2 colors mixed together as my blush. Finishing powder, I used all 3 of them. I just went over with my brush and went as a finishing powder. I'm using this one in the middle as my highlighter. I'm using very lightly this bronzer. This is from Clarins, and it's a beautiful bronzer. How pretty that is. And that's what I'm using. On my lips, I am using this lip pencil from Lancome, and this is in the shade Charme, C-H-A-R-M-E. And I can read the color on this thing. It's number 202, but I can't read the color, but I will put it in the information box. So then I'm just using my Essence mascara. So that's all for today, guys. That's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know, have you tried this foundation? Do you like it? I'm happy that I have it. I really do enjoy it because it's nice to have something that definitely covers my spots. All right, guys, I love you. Have a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.